Every work is different. Every time we come closer to the production being put on the stage, there are different pressures, definitely different pressures, different worries. I have one more rehearsal with the dancers tomorrow, Friday, and then Monday my lighting designer and technical director goes into the theater to kind of start setting up the lights, setting up spacing of what, basically creating an environment for this work to live. They said it's not communicable. Can you soften just a touch more so it's...
Lighting 101, this is what they pay professors a whole lot of money to teach over the course of 3 years in an MFA program. It's going to take 2 minutes. There's 4 things you can control in light. 1 is intensity. You do it every day at home. It's your on, off, or dim, or light. So intensity, and that's how much you see. It's visibility. That's intensity. Second thing you can control is color. You can pick whatever color you want, or no color. Third thing you can control is position. It's where you put the instrument to get whatever effect. So that's those 3 things. The 4th one, we kind of encompass it as movement. And basically that covers anytime a performer is on stage and you get any feeling of movement on the performer, it covers that. So it covers, that's what patterns do. The patterns, it puts the pattern on the stage. As a person walks through it or dances through it, it looks like it's moving all over their body. So it encompasses that. And it also, you know, since 1990, we have what are called moving lights. So any light that you can actually move, you can't move the position of it, but you can move where it's pointing to. All your moving lights, your follow spots, all of that, those all fit into that. So those are the only 4 things that you can manipulate. So every single thing you see, you're using those 4 properties. That's it. That's lighting. That is my entire life done.
Same thing. Right here. Great. Lock that.
Now, of course, this is all still all up here because we haven't seen any of it, and we won't see any of it till tomorrow. So that's the joy of being a lighting designer, is that you have a symphony in your head. Sometimes it fails and sometimes it doesn't.
That's kind of cool. We're going to start setting cues and lights for each specific piece. And it's a long and tedious process. It's my least favorite process ever. Might be too pretty. Dancers have to stand there in the lights for hours on end. And me and Rob are arguing about specific, okay, this is too bright, this is too this is not the right color, or whatever.
Record light cue 11. Put me in 11 on stage, please. Does the curtain goes up and this look is already there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a second.
Dan, how am I going to use them in the cue?
Because we may want them on the in trim and then they'll be focused right.
Can I see them without the house and all that? I mean, right.
Yeah, give me a, let me get these trims.
You know, I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
I understand exactly what you're saying. You got those numbers, Jacob?
You know, you work for for 8 months, and you can go wrong in the 2 days that you have to put it together. That's a high responsibility. That's a very tasking responsibility. But it is a most unpleasant and pleasant experience ever. Because if it goes really smoothly and everything falls into place, it's magic. But if sometimes it's just like pulling teeth and it's painful and it's just stressful and you're fighting the clock, you know, time, every minute in the theater costs a lot of money, you have a lot of people working there, a lot of tech people, a lot of technical people there.
I mean, I was in the theater for tech when I went to Spain with them, and that was like the first time I saw what happens in the theater, and yeah. I'll be stressed. I'm sure costumes aren't done yet.
It's fine, whatever holds. Does that feel comfortable?
Yeah, it feels very comfortable up there. I don't feel like it's gonna be like honestly. But yeah, behind it scares me a little bit because I don't want to be coming back here tomorrow to continue teching. I want to be able to come and rehearse. You alright?
Yeah. Okay.
Want to go back?
Yeah, sure.
What's that? Are you listening to the music? Why did you rush that?
Just because we were a little, so we had to wait for that beat, that's why.
Look at each other, and then what did I ask you to do in rehearsal? Bang!
Huh?
What did I ask? Who do you think I'm talking to? What did I ask you to do in rehearsal? In that section, that part, what did I ask you to do?
Keep.
No. The part that you put your hand where his face is. Can you show her what I'm talking about? Because she doesn't understand me. What did I ask you to do?
Not to drop with him.
No, what did I ask you to do?
Travel.
Travel!
This one will be like.
Bring it up. What will make the back more black? Yeah, this should change.
Opening night, Thursday night, we were doing, we were in the show, and Kyle at the time was in the company. We were crossing over backstage in the blackout. So we're crossing over. He apparently like changed his crossover from rehearsal. Like he crossed over at a different time in rehearsal, but during the show he just thought he would cross over, and I didn't see him at all. And he was running pretty fast, and I was walking because I couldn't see anything, and we collided, and I blacked out, and I don't remember like getting side stage at all. Apparently I ended up on side stage, but I don't know how. I just heard like a huge sound go off, and I've never blacked out before in my life. And I didn't know what happened because it was in the pitch black. And so I get to side stage and I sit down and I'm trying to like figure out what I hit or what happened. And I start to like feel my head because I knew something was like throbbing up here. Her reaction's the one that was like, made me freak because I was like, is it that bad? And then when she freaked out, I was like, oh God, I'm gonna die. Like you had I was like, somebody needs to get on the microphone and tell Brody. I was like, he needs to know. She was like, take action,
Freaking
woman.
out.
I was like, ice. So I'm crossing stage with an ice pack in my hand on stage because I just didn't know what to do. And I get to the other side and I go in the dressing room, and when I see my forehead in the dressing room, the tears just started forming.
And it's like a knot like this on the side of her head. And I'm like standing there watching like this. I'm like, oh my God, is she okay? Is she okay? Melissa's like, what happened? I was like, she has a knot. And Alexis pops out, and she's like, well, is it really that bad? And she's turning around, you see the knot
Pouring out on the side of my forehead.
Melissa's words, is it really that bad? And then I saw you on the stage.
Like, oh, sweet Lord!
The light actually cast a shadow onto your face. You know it's bad when it was on the stage. Overhead light.
And I had a solo coming up. My next section was a solo, and I had to be funny. And I was in so much pain crying, and I was trying to figure out how I was gonna get to this character where I have to be over the top funny, you know? And so Kyle, I still at this point had no idea what happened. Like I didn't know who I hit or what I hit. And so finally Kyle comes into the dressing room and he has like a huge gash on his cheek and his cheek is so swollen. And I was like, oh, I hit you.
I felt so bad. Because I was like so dramatic too. I was like, what were you thinking?
I came out and I did my solo and I made it through the whole show. I really don't remember it at all. Like I don't remember finishing the show. Turns out like it was good luck apparently because I got a great write-up from that show, the Thursday night show. It was awesome. I got like this huge write-up about, you know, how funny I was and everything, but it beats me because I don't remember any of it.